Do you want to know what's for dinner tonight? Well, it's going to be a whole chicken fried under a bucket. Now don't click away just yet. I know it sounds kind of strange, but this is actually really good and it's super easy to do. So stick around and let me show you how. Now this recipe is based off of one that I got from my friend Amanda at the Country Cook. She's the one who introduced me to this idea of frying chicken under a bucket. Now, the amount of oil that you're going to need depends upon the size of your container. But if you want to get fancy, you can do a dry rub or a brine or whatever your heart desires. And you'll just have to kind of eyeball it a little bit. But I would say anywhere between 3 to 4 inches is probably good. And yes, I know you can see the skin starting to crisp up already. It is so exciting because that means we're doing it right. And the easiest way to do that is to use a thermometer like I am doing today. Now, the temperature that you're going to want your oil to be is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what we're shooting for. And then you can serve it up however you want. Mine was about 3 pounds, and it took 35 minutes. But if yours is larger or smaller, just keep that in mind. You might need to adjust your cook time accordingly. And once we get there, we're going to put our chicken in, and then place our rack on top. And this is where that extra oil comes into play. We're going to fill up the space around the chicken with oil, just like you see me doing here. And this is going to help keep that heat nice and consistent as the chicken cooks. Enough to cover the bottom of whatever container you're using, and then some. You'll see why in just a second. Now, I don't have any buckets that are tall enough to fit a whole chicken in around here, and I'm not about to go buy a 5-gallon bucket just to fry some chicken. So I found the next best thing, which is a large bowl. A little tip. If you don't have a splatter screen, you can actually use a piece of aluminum foil that's been cut to fit the opening of your bowl or your pan. So if you're looking for a new way to spice things up, literally, try frying your chicken under a bucket. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. It needs to be large enough to fit your chicken, and then some, because you're going to have to add oil on top. I'll tell you exactly how much in just a minute. And she did an entire video on it that I will link in the description below. Her version is a little bit different than mine, but this is the way that I like to make it. So go check out her video if you want to see the original, or stick around, because I'm about to show you my version of this deliciousness. Now, I guess the first thing that we need is a bucket. The next thing that you're going to need is a rack. And this is just to keep your chicken out of the oil. And the reason why we're redoing that is because we want the oil to cook the chicken evenly on all sides. We don't want it to steam. We want it to crisp up and get nice and brown. So keeping it off the bottom of the pan by using something like this is going to help us achieve that crispy goodness. Next, we need a splatter screen. This is just to keep the hot oil from splattering everywhere while we're cooking our chicken. Now, the type of oil that you're going to want to use for this is neutral flavored. High smoke point oils like rice oil or canola oil or even peanut oil would be really good. Now, before we get started, go ahead and season your chicken like you normally would. I just seasoned mine with salt and pepper. Now the next step is to get your oil up to temperature. Now, after the chicken has been frying for 15 minutes, we're going to take it out, flip it over, and then put it back in. Now, the total cook time for this is going to depend upon the weight of your chicken. Once your chicken is finished cooking, go ahead and remove it from the pot. Place it on a cutting board and let it rest for about 10 minutes before you start carving it up. This method works really well for frying chicken breasts, thighs, drumsticks, and even wings.